PEMF, Pulsed Magnetic Field. What is that? Well, first of all, it used to be only at hospitals and big machines that were like very expensive. 5 years ago, there was a couple of companies that succeeded in creating some that were like $5,000, which was a little bit not affordable for everybody. And until OlyLIFE came out with a $1,000 P90. Yes, we have the upgraded version, which I'll talk about, but the P90 is $1,000 machine, which does the same thing as the machine that came out at $5,000. We also have the Tera P90 Plus, which is a similar machine to the P90. The only difference, as you can see, there's extra parts to it. Well, one is you actually, if you have a certain, like you can heal certain parts of your body, massage. There's another thing for women, which is facial uplift, wrinkles, and all these, when they go to the beauty parlors. So my wife, when she saw the P90 and the P90 Plus, she said, "What did you buy?" Well, I said, "I bought a P90 for me." "Well, you're going to get me a P90 Plus." So she just received it today. And basically, the only difference between both of them is very simple, is the P90, you put your feet on it for 30 minutes. There's intensity 1 to 10. The P90 Plus, you only need to put your feet on it 20 minutes because it's a stronger machine, but there's 20 intensities. Of course, there's a couple of differences between both of them. Like I said, the P90 is basically for your foot, re-energizing your whole body. And if you listen to the video, grounding is so important to be connected to the magnetic field of the earth. And since we've been disconnected because of evolution, because of our souls, it's a good thing to go walk on the grass. I've read that and heard it many times these last couple of years. Well, what this machine does is it actually gives you that magnetic 2 charges a day to regenerate your whole body, to circulate, and to heal itself faster. And the benefits are enormous. When somebody asks you, what can I use the P90 for? Well, you can use it for anything, any kind of issue. The only people that should not be using a P90 or a P90 Plus are pregnant women, little children, of course, and also somebody who has a pacemaker, because a pacemaker has a battery in it. Now, the P90 Plus, it also has red frequency, which is a new technology. It has a lot of different features. Now, P90 is $1,000. P90 Plus is 1,500. But even the P90 itself will do everything you need to do, unless you're a woman and you want the extra benefits for it. But even if you're a man and you just want to put your feet on it 20 minutes instead of 30. So PEMF is Pulsed Electronic Magnetic Field Therapy. NASA has research treatments to help astronauts that address health issues, including reduced bone loss and muscle atrophy. Because you know that when they come back from space, they can't even stand on their 2 feet. So NASA was looking for a way to actually help them get better fast. And bone loss, muscle atrophy, fatigue, and blood circulation. So that's where PEMF came from. Now we all get to benefit from it. There's a book out on it, which is Pulsed Electronic Magnetic Field, PEMF, by a renowned doctor in the USA called Dr. Brian Myers. If you want to look it up, read about it. I won't get into all the things that it can do for you because, like I said, it's good for everything. Yes, everything, except for those 3 points that I said. Now, world-class company. This is not one of those companies that has an office hidden somewhere where you have somebody in that country say, "Hey, I'm going to go see the office," and they show up there and there's nobody there. I mean, how many times does that happen to us? It's happened a couple of times. Now, here we have a office headquarters in Singapore, a branch. We have a branch in Malaysia office. We have a branch in Thailand. We have a branch in Indonesia, and they just opened up a branch in China a couple of weeks ago as Yen. And when I say branch, it means that they're completely registered in those countries. And as you can see the flags right under that, we have the USA opening up soon, Japan, which is like in a couple of weeks. So yeah, the USA will have one in America, like in 2025. Pretty cool. So we're like before the storm, before we actually blow up the Western market, we're right before that. Here, like you can see the offices in Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia. You can see their address, you can see their phone. You can go visit them. There's people there working. It's a real office. You can call them. So that's why I said world-class company here. We're not talking about just some kind of, I don't know, side chain here. Singapore office. We have the Malaysia office. We have the Indonesia office. We have the Thailand office, a little bit smaller than the others, but we still have an office headquarters there. Hong Kong is opening up. And just a couple of weeks ago, they opened up China. They bought the 29th floor for 2 million USD dollars to renovate the whole floor. I will be visiting that in one of our trips. We have world-class patents. As you can see in each headquarters, you'll see all these patents on the wall. Now, patents means that this company, of course, all the technologies that we have, they have been patented. But every time they see a new technology, because every 6 months to a year, they're coming out with something new. So every time they find something that a new technology that they could use in one of their future products, they usually buy them off. And so they're always buying patents from people that are inventing things. We ship in 143 countries. You heard me? Everywhere. The only place right now there seems to be a little issue is shipping to India because of the customs. It's just a little bit hard to get through customs. But everywhere else, I mean, yeah, South America, America, Africa, Europe, everywhere. Australia. It's assembled in China, but it's not made in China, meaning that the R&D is in Sweden and Germany. The chips and the rare metals come from Japan, and it's assembled in China. We have certifications for everything, not just one or two, for everything. And when you look at the certifications, they're not just ordinary certifications, like sometimes you see one here, one there. No, these are renowned certifications worldwide about our product. We also have the certification for CB certification in Europe, CE. These are two powerful certifications. Why do I say that? Because normally when you get these certifications, you're good to go all over Europe. And when you're good to go all over Europe, you're good to go all over America. Plus, we have an office opening up in America pretty soon, so we're good to go. Test reports, radiation, is it dangerous? All the test reports you want on our products. No radiation, no danger. We're going to talk also about another product. So we shared about the P90, the P90 Plus, but there's another product called the Galaxy G1 PEMF eye massager. There are other products on the market. And sometimes people come up to me, hey, I saw a P90. No, it's not the same machine. They were only using PMF. The other machine was only using terahertz. Our machine has both of them, PMF and terahertz. Just like our eye massager. PMF massager, there's no one on the market that's doing that. What does it do? It relieves eye strain, alleviates dryness in the eyes, improves mephobia, hyperphobia, astigmatism, and presbyopia. It reduces redness in the eyes. It improves dark circles and puffiness. It improves conditions such as cataracts, glaucoma, and macular degeneration. I have a short video on this one here. Welcome to the Galaxy G1 Eye Enhancer PEMF Eye Massager.
Full function massage. Kneading and vibration mode.
Yes, sir. I ordered one of those. I can't wait to start sharing. I heard some amazing stories from them. There's a lady actually in Asia that was using it for 6 months. She went back to her eye doctor and had to actually lower her intensity of her glasses. We also have the Vitality One, which is basically the same kind of technology, but you just target an area and let's say you have a sore shoulder or sore back, or there's something on your body that aches more than the other parts. We have this machine that targets just that specific area, and it comes with a beautiful stand. We also have the H plus water, the H plus bar, which is hydrogen water. You put whatever liquid you want in that container. It's just like the big machines, but in a small format. You push on the cap, it regenerates everything and makes the water that or whatever we're drinking healthier. Finally, we also have the A9 Smart Alien Barometer. Now, this machine is very powerful. Why I mean that? Well, because it basically eliminates 99% of the germs and bacteria in your house. And for the month of March, because every once in a while there's a promotion, but if you're watching this in the month of March, there's a promotion that for every $1,000 you spend, you get one of these machines that are worth $500 free. The next thing that I want to share is, where are we? We're at the beginning of something strong. This company started in 2022. 2022, we are 2025. The growth has been crazy in Asia. Well, as you can see, the 5 offices are in Asia. They're opening up the US now in 2025. We're taking the Western world. Listen, we don't even have support yet in English. They have support, what's up and everything for Chinese. Now they opened up English. They want to attack the Western market, and they're starting to do it. So we're going to get support. We're going to get back office that's already enhanced for us, but a lot of little things. But we're at the beginning, you know, like sometimes when you do something, you can come in when everything is streamlined, but everybody's in. Or you can come in when everything is hard, just like we're doing, and we get to benefit when everything is streamlined. I'm going to talk very shortly because, you know, in life, when you go see a good movie, what do you do when you get home? Of course, you want to tell everybody around you, hey, go, your sister, your brother, your friend. You don't have to be a marketer for that. It's just that you saw a good movie. So imagine this product, which I know works because before talking about it, I actually tried it. Well, I believed in it because I felt all the changes. It was easy for me to share it with my close relatives and friends. And this company you don't have to be a marketer like many other companies. You just need to try the product, believe in it, and it just becomes easy to want to help people around you. So what happens when you share it? Of course, there's a money attached to it. Now, what are the advantages of sharing? Well, it's good for your whole family. One machine is good for everybody in your house. Everybody can use it. It's not like you're buying a supplement and you're paying so much money every month. Well, you're the only individual actually taking advantage of it, right? You can't give it out to other people. Plus, it's a global business. We go in 143 countries. Plus, there's no auto ship. Now, why is that amazing? Oh my God. I could give you 3 good reasons. The first one is when people don't have to pay something every month, it means that they can stay with us for the rest of their lives. Well, as long as we have a community and we're building something strong together. Plus, the compensation plan is crazy. Yeah, so you're in a machine, no auto ship, no renewal next year. And whatever you do in the compensation plan for the rest of your life, even if you don't spend another dollar, you're getting paid on. Payout daily. I'm going to talk about 3 little points on the comp plan. Of course, there's actually other parts too, but if you ever do join us, get a machine like what you're hearing, and you want to start sharing it, we have a different video on that explains all the details in detail. And of course, we're going to have some testimonials after this recording. And every time it's different testimonials. So we invite you to come to our Zooms to hear the testimonials. But if you just want to hear about the product, this is the recording. So we have a 5% upline bonus. You don't see that often. What do I mean by that? So let's say, for example, you started with $1,000. You can 3x your money just from your upside bonus. So $1,000, you can earn up to $3,000. How does that work? Well, it's simple. If I'm making $1,000 a day, you're making 5% of my $1,000 a day, which is $50. The 2 people under them, they're making 5% of the $50. And the 4 people under them, they're making 5% of the $250. And this continues till it hits 1 cent. This upline bonus is for life. Since there's no auto ship, there's no renewal. I mean, listen, you bought a machine, you'll be making upline bonus for years to come. You'll wake up one morning, look in your back office and say, oh my God, I got my $1,000 back. Well, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Upline bonus 5%, 3x your money. You start with 2,000, you can make 6,000. You're up. Now, this is a one-time thing. See, even if you decide to renew after another 1,000, it's just your first purchase that counts 3x. I'm going to talk about this part of the comp plan because for me, just this alone blew me away. When you sign somebody up at $1,000, you get a fast start, like many other things. The fast start is $75 on 1,000. Of course, if somebody starts with 2,000, you make 150. But we'll just keep it at 1,000 just to make the mathematics easier to understand. So I sign up A with $1,000. I made $75, correct? Yep. But now I sign up B on the other side because you need to have one on the left, one on the right to open up this comp plan to infinity. Well, now I made 75 on my left, 75 on my right. Does it stop there? No, no, the fast start is actually two parts. Because now every time you have one on your left and one on your right, like level 1, A and B, you make 375. Oh, that's cool. So you make $525 on two sales of $1,000. I mean, that's pretty good. But it gets even better than that, because on your second level, the first person who touches your second level on the left, the first person who touches the second level on your right, so the C and the D, it doesn't matter if you brought them in. They can be spillover from the EA. They can be spillover from your upline, from their upline. They can be spillover. You didn't bring nobody in on level 2. As soon as there's one that touches each side, you made another 375. Same thing for level 3. You didn't bring nobody in, 375. I mean, if you're lucky, you put one left and one right that actually does something, you can get paid 375 to infinity and never do nothing again. 100 levels down on just this tier bonus, which is amazing. I don't see this often. 100 levels down is $37,000. 1,000 levels down is $400,000. So you're telling me, Luigi, that one left, one right, even if I don't put them in, they're spillover from the teams, I get paid 375 every time? Yeah, buddy. No cap, unlimited. So we'll look at it in another way. I'm going to talk about, so we shared the fast start, we shared the tier bonus, but here we also have the binary, and we'll finish it with that. So like I told you earlier, you have one left and one right, correct? So every time, so the first person on your left, the first person on your right, the black spots, they're your personals. You need to do that to start. What did you make? 375. Plus, of course, you made $75 for each sign-up, 1,000. But on your second level, the first person who touches your second level, even though there's 4 people, you didn't bring them in. Well, the first person on each side, you make 375. And you understand that duplication, it gets bigger and bigger each level. First person who touches the other one, 375. And this continues to infinity, even if you didn't bring nobody in. Pretty amazing, eh? I mean, I've never seen this in a compound. But now what happens to all the other people? You know, the little pink spots? Because you're making money on the tier bonus with the black spots, one on each side. But all the pink spots, what happens to them? I'll just give you one example here of a binary. At P3 just means that you're at $1,000, okay? You're making 11% on the binary, which is a cap of 1,000. If you're P4, just means that you purchase or you upgraded to a $2,000 purchase. You can now earn 12%, daily cap 2,000, and so on and so on. But I'm going to show you another thing here. Look on the left binary. You have 10 people on the bottom. You have 20 people on the right. So like all binaries, you get paid on the weaker leg, right? So if we take an example that everybody in that binary is at $1,000, because everybody starts at 1,000 or more. So we'll just keep it at 1,000. Well, you're making 11% for 10 people, which is the weaker side. For each person on that weaker side, you're making $82 each. Times 10 is another $825. And you can make up to $1,000 a day in that binary. Listen, I've seen a lot of comp plans. Yes, I have.